Last week, after millions of Americans got cancellation notices from their insurance companies, President Obama asked for a do-over, and he said that canceled plans would be extended into 2014. But he doesn't have the power to do that. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo isn't going along with the president's plan to reinstate canceled policies. Cuomo says the New York exchange program is working just fine. Well, now that decision has left New York State resident Tina DeSapola confused and without insurance. So does she hope to get her plan back, or doesn't she? Betty Battaglia owns an assisted living facility in Maryland with 30 employees for whom she provides insurance. She says her renewal premiums are increasing more than 40% because of Obamacare. She's not going to be able to afford to insure her staff. Tina and Betty join me now. Great to have you both here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tina, what was your reaction when you found out that your policy was canceled? I mean, that was a surprise to you, wasn't it?
It was. I received a letter in the mail, and it was complete disbelief. And now I'm just angry.
When you first heard the president say, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to step in and tell those insurance companies what they have to do, did that give you any hope?
No, I didn't buy it. I didn't believe it. When you listen to what he actually said, all he's doing is extending your current plan into the next year. So if it weren't being canceled now, it would be canceled a year from now. So. And
basically your insurance company said just, hey, call back because there may be some answers later on. So you don't know what it's going to cost, if anything.
I don't. I put a phone call into my insurance carrier, and I was able to speak to someone just 3 days ago, and they had no answers for me. Told me to call back on Monday.
That's great because you only have about, 6 or 7 weeks, to even pull it off so you can get insurance. Yeah. All right, Betty, your situation is that you and your husband, Will, who's out in our audience tonight, you own a business, and you have 30 employees. So you probably thought, we're not going to be affected. We're under that 50-employee threshold. Turns out that wasn't quite the way it works, huh?
Well, thankful to Fox, we weren't surprised. Yes, we're not under the mandate. However, our premiums are soaring. Some other portions of Obamacare have affected us, such as competitive bidding. It's complicating our daily lives. Premiums have been rising in anticipation, and then now the 40% increase, but it's even worse than that.
40% increase for just those 30 employees?
At a minimum. Another thing we did, we have less full-time employees now because of preparing for this to save costs, so we have more part-time employees.
So you've made decisions to say, we're not going to put people full-time, we're going to make them part-time, anticipating what it's going to cost you if they are full-time.
Exactly. Not only the 40-some% increase, we have people needing to jump onto our health care, just like because of what Tina went through, getting cancellation letters, other insurance policies being lost. So we're looking at about 250% our cost monthly that we can't absorb. 250%, that would be the total cost that you would have to add to what you're doing. For example, our average premium was $479 for 2013. When we average for the new plan, it's going to be about $900.
Wow.
Not even a new plan, the same plan to renew our small group.
But I thought the whole idea was that you're going to get better coverage. These terrible bad apple insurance companies selling those terrible bad apple policies, you're going to be replaced with something much better, but you're not seeing that it's really that much better.
No, this is our same plan, and what happens is we've been advised, cancel our policy. You're not mandated to provide it. However, where am I going to send my employees that are now uninsured if I cancel? The exchange doesn't work. It is not secure. They would become uninsured if we cancel. Or we can pass on the charges to the employees who cannot afford it, but God forbid that they would waive our policy, because then they're penalized if they get through to the exchange because they've waived employer-sponsored insurance.
And Tina, you're a physician. You deal with functional medicine. You help people through natural ways. You don't even take insurance personally, I mean, for your practice, right?
We don't. We're out-of-network providers. We give them a bill, our patients a bill, and they submit to their insurance companies for reimbursement.
But the insurance you had was to cover for catastrophic issues. Now, your only option was to go on the Obamacare website or the exchange website. You didn't feel really too safe about that, is that right?
Well, I was never able to get on the Obamacare website. I was never successful at doing that, and then I stopped. I tried to get onto the New York State of Health website today, and I wasn't successful there either. But at least the site wasn't frozen. I just wasn't successful. I don't know. I really don't know what to do at this point.
You know, that's the tragedy. All of this was supposed to help people who didn't have insurance have it, and now the people who
Right.
have it aren't going to have it, and the ones who didn't have it didn't want it anyway, and they're not signing up either. Am I missing something here?
Exactly.
That's exactly
Wow.
what's going on.
Well, I want to say thanks to both of you, Tina and Betty. We're going to keep in touch with you because I want to find out how this saga continues out in the future. Thank you both
Thank you.
for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been an honor.
Now remember, please go to Facebook or Twitter and send me your questions and concerns about Obamacare. I'm going to be responding to them in just a little while. But first, I'll ask Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann if Republicans have a plan that may be better than the Affordable Care Act. She's next, right here.